Now let's get into the debate around the Prime Minister's silence. I want to start with Subramaniam Swamy. Dr. Swamy, you began this in a sense with your petition. But interestingly, you've also been, in a sense, talking about how the Prime Minister has stood up with regard to Mr. Raja. You said that on this show. You said the Prime Minister has taken a position. You also said he does not need to resign.
Yes.
What do you make of his silence?
Well, I think he must be weighing the consequences of what he says, because he knows a tremendous amount. I think he now has a pretty fair evidentiary basis to know exactly what happened. Now, if he makes a statement and then there will be a demand for clarification, if he comes out with all that he knows, I think there will be a midterm poll. On the other hand, if he just makes a political speech, his reputation will go.
But he did have one statement on Raja on record when he had his press conference earlier this year.
Yes.
And he said if the law will take its own course, and if found guilty, he will not be spared.
Yes.
We have that position on record.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, his entire reputation now depends on whether he cancels these illegal licenses.
Which we've seen that recommendation today.
Well, it's begun, it's still on a weak footing, in the sense they're saying that they have not implemented the licenses. We want much more. We want to say that these are illegal licenses. Then he has to expose the payments that have been made. I would say 90% has gone to people beyond Raja. They have to be identified. The money has to be brought back. Then the Prime Minister can redeem himself.
But you believe he must speak, or do you believe that's not germane?
Well, I think he has to decide whether I think it's time for him now to say that I'm ready to take the risk of the government falling. And he must speak the truth, because his reputation of integrity is based on the fact that he's a decent man. If he doesn't speak now, he will meet the same fate as Bhishmacharya faced in Mahabharata.
Dr. Amit Mitra, you know Manmohan Singh quite closely as well. And again, even his fiercest critics never question his personal integrity. But we're saying again and again that this is not just about his integrity, it's about the integrity of his government.
Yes.
How much of a crisis is this for the Prime Minister?
I think I need to first point out that in December 2007, Prime Minister came to a telecom meeting that we jointly organized with the department. He said something very important. He said spectrum allocation should be fair, equitable, transparent, keeping in view potential for revenue generation.
And he also wrote this in his letter actually to A. Raja.
Yes, he did. But this he said in public. You know, this is not in private. Furthermore, when Mr. Raja went to the first come, first serve basis, within the same day, Prime Minister replied, and the last lines of the reply is, let me know of the position before you take any further action in this regard. So while I cannot get into the political process of this, I can say December 2007, consistent following, he maintained his position both in public as well as in written form.